Hello everybody, welcome back to part 50 of drawing the lotus pot in graphite. So I'm going to continue on from the last video where we were doing work on the front edge, the outside front edge of the pot. So as you can see here, this area now is quite dark, and using 2B, mainly using 2B pencil. And now we're going to move over here and darken this up as well. Okay, so apologies if this is a bit disorientating, but I am going to turn this upside down and I'll be following, this continuing on. Let me just get this back up. So I got to that point, which is... looking. Yeah. Which is this point. Okay. So that point is this point here. Okay. So we'll keep working down. So from there, we're looking at some still isolating the highlights and segmenting them accordingly. And then as we get to this point, sort of roughly in the middle and the closest point to us, it shifts, starts to move away, and those highlights start to disappear. Okay, so let's do this. Right, I've got that bit. I better sharpen my 2B pencil. Really giving that a good workout on the emery paper. And with that said, I'm actually going to come in, just want to come in a bit lighter first with an HB. So let's zoom that in nicely. So we were here, yes, life's good. Let's just, yep. So we've just got to go from there to there, and that's where things start to change. So only a little chain. And as I said, I'm going to come in with just an HB to start with. Few little sort of light fine strokes with the HB. Yep, happy with that. And then we get to this point where we can start to work back across the face of that, and then we can come in here. Right, we've got, where are we? Keep your focus, Amanda. Right. So I'm shifting the emphasis from drawing underneath and creating the shadow, it's a little bit lighter under here, to drawing the bottom of, yeah, this edge. So we've got that happening, and then there's a few little, yeah, bits like that. And then this is quite dark there. All right, coming along. So now I'm going to come in with a 2B. And yep. So here it's quite dark because it's moving that is coming forward, and this is a bit of shadow behind it. Oh, it's pretty dark, Amanda. Okay, bring this down just a tad. And the same again. Now here, we are going to cut in here and make that darker underneath. Just a little bit. Now, as we get to here, yes, there's a segment. So that is sitting under that, but now these ones are this marking that I'm working on now is the actual rim, not under the rim. I'm just looking at where the shadows are, that's all. Now on this one, there are some darker markings, which I'm just starting to pop in now. Okay, so continuing with the 2B, you can see that there's a bit of work that I've done already, and this is where it does get quite difficult to read, and you know, where photos don't, you know, normally cut it. Now, just making them a little bit darker. I've put some markings in here, which is fine, but again, making it darker. Just a few fine lines. Yep. Okay. Now I'm going to try a 4B. Yes, you heard me, 4B pencil. And those marks that I've put in, I'm just going to come back and really, hopefully, try to make them pop a bit. I'm not pressing harder, just that darkness of the oops, sorry, I've just been sidetracked. I'm looking at, yes, 1, very good. 2, yes. Looking at these little bumpules here. And that's looking pretty good. Just gonna, yeah. Okay. That's working. Yep. Okay, yep. Okay. Alrighty. Now, let's just add a little bit of shadow just through here. So I'm drawing a bit of a line under the reflected light. Now, the idea is that that is going to disappear ever so gently into some of the shadows that we've created below. Yep. Okay. Oh, yes. And that, folks, is your outer ridge. So I'll just zoom in again quickly so you can see it the right way up. And it's working well, it's jutting out forward, and it's suitably dark enough that it's popping. Okay, I shall see you for the next installment, where we'll look at getting some marks down on this. Okay, all right, see you, bye.